Hello learners, this is Habiba with Excel with me. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. My content will be useful for any entrance test which is eligible for education. Here I am going to touch the topic approaches to counseling. Already I have discussed the meaning of guidance and counseling, everything under unit 3, learner and learning process. This is the last topic of the unit. Let's conclude with small terms already which we have knowledge. Let's recapitulate it with the topic of theories of counseling, the terms behavioristic, rational, emotive and reality. Introduction. Theories help counselors understand the dynamics of human behavior and choose therapeutic approaches appropriate to specific clients and situations. So why these theories are useful to us? Because the counselors who are counseling the clients to understand their behavior, these theories helps a lot. Not only the therapists, but also in schools, those psychological counselors, they help the students to change in appropriate behavior. Counseling theories allow practitioners to use them in the way best suited for the client's needs. Obviously, whatever the needs of the counselee or the client, according to that, these theories will work. These practitioners will work. There are a number of different approaches used by professional counselors. Already we have discussed. Let's discuss term-wise quickly. First one is behavioristic counseling. Behavior therapy focuses on individual behavior and aims to help people to modify unwanted behaviors. So whatever unwanted behaviors are there, few people won't be able to take it easily. They go in stress. Whatever unwanted behavior is there, they won't be able to modify it. So they need some support. So through this behavior therapy, main aim will be to modify the unwanted behaviors to wanted behaviors. Unwanted behavior is defined as an undesired response to something or someone in the environment. Sometimes we behave unwantedly. So to change those unwanted behaviors in the environment, this behaviorist counseling works. Using this approach, a counselor would identify the unwanted behavior with a client and together they would work to change or adapt the behavior. The client doesn't know. Anybody, by ourselves, we don't understand which is wanted and which is unwanted sometimes. So what happens in this case? Those behaviors which are unwanted, to identify, support is required. So these counselors will help to identify after having the discussion with the client, taking out all the inside views and things what are hidden in the client, they will understand how to help them. So through these, what happens? Whatever change is required, that will occur and they will adopt the new behavior which will be useful, which is desired, not undesired. Now, problems which respond well to this type of therapy include phobias, anxiety attacks and eating disorders. Especially in children and in in teenagers or adolescents, some issues occur which they don't understand by themselves. They need some support, like phobias, having some frightening things related to these some particular issues, phobias and anxiety attacks. If anything is happening which they don't want those things to happen, they get some anxiety attack and some eating disorders also. Some people, what they do, unknowingly they eat too much. So for all these problems, these therapies are very, very important. Now, clients might be taught skills to help them manage their lives more effectively. So clients will be taught how to manage all these things effectively to lead a happy life. The skills which are required to modify the behavior, they will teach them. For example, they may be taught how to relax in situations that produce an anxiety response. Very, very important. Few people get anxiety so fast in certain issues. So what happens? These counselors will teach them how to respond to such situations. Another method involves learning desirable behavior by watching and copying others. Sometimes we need not have some counselor to attend us, but sometimes what, by observing some people we can understand how to cope up with our anxiety. Another method will be this involves learning desirable behavior by watching others and also copying from others, which is correct. We can copy. It doesn't mean that everything we should copy from others. In general, the behavioral approach is concerned with the outcome rather than the process of change. Main aim should be the outcome. What should be the best outcome, not the process to change in the behavior. Now let's understand the second term, that is rational counseling. This is rational self-counseling was developed by Maxie Malzbei on the basis of Ellis rational emotive therapy, which we have discussed in previous videos. If you have not gone through, please do go through that video. You will understand thoroughly about Ellis rational emotive therapy. Now the client participates in his cure and to a large extent becomes his own therapist. Rational therapy has a cognitive learning base, that is thinking based. So these therapists will let the counselee or the client solve their problem by themselves, just need a push. It multiplies treatment time without requiring the presence of the therapist throughout. Therapist is not required. Multiple treatment times are given without any presence of any counselor. They will think and try to modify themselves. It actively involves the client in his own self-improvement program. So it permits the client to criticize himself calmly and without the emotionalism which has distorted his perceptions. It is given by Goodman and Malzbei in the year 1974, and it teaches the client to distinguish thoughts from feelings and to describe facts and events in more objective terms. So what happens? The client will get the time to understand. Already in the previous class in rational emotive therapy, we understood how the feelings and the thinking and the behavior interact with each other. Because of the feelings, because of the thinking, we have some feelings inside us. Through our behavior, we show it. So interaction between these three, they will understand about criticizing themselves, critical understanding, critical review. What are the positives and what are the negatives they will think about to solve the problems by themselves independently. Now the third term is emotive counseling, that is emotion focused therapy, EFT, is a therapeutic approach based on the premise that emotions are a key to identify. Obviously, whatever emotions are there for us to identify the issues, these emotions help a lot. According to EFT, emotions are also a guide for individual choice and decision making. So whatever emotions we show or express through that will become the guide to choice or to make any decision. This type of therapy assumes that lacking emotional awareness or avoiding unpleasant emotions can cause harm. So through this therapy, what they assume, if anybody is lacking some emotional awareness, they don't have awareness about their emotions or they avoid unpleasant emotions, it will harm them. It may render us unable to use the important information emotions provide. Whatever emotions are providing with the important information, we will not have that. We will not able to render us and unable to use that important information in emotions which are provided. So therapists qualified in EFT can help people seeking assistance with a range of concerns. So these therapists may help people learn to become more aware of their emotions. What happens in this counseling? These therapists will make the people understand. That means what kind of assistance they need. They will help the people to learn, become aware of their emotions, which is very important. EFT also allows people to become better at using information provided by adaptive emotions. People may be better able to cope with and decrease negative effects of maladaptive emotions. So, because of this EFT, emotive behavior therapy, what happens here? People understand how to use their emotions, how to adopt the emotions, and also they will be able to cope up with understanding the negative effects and maladaptive emotions which are there in them. So this is very, very important. Now, EFT is founded in the idea that emotion should be used to guide healthy, meaningful lives. Its theory is based on a scientific inquiry into the human emotional experience. That is, scientific study of human emotion has provided information about how emotions are produced, the importance of emotions to human functioning, how emotions are related to thought and behavior. All these questions are solved through this theory or this therapy. So what happens in this? What is the idea behind it? Emotion should be used to guide healthy and meaningful life. That is the ultimate goal of any individual. How these emotions are produced, they should understand, and what is the importance of these emotions in functioning behaviors, and how these emotions are related to our thought and behavior. This is very important. Now, emotion schemes is the core concept of EFT. It was developed largely from these theories of human emotion. Emotion schemes are models that outline how emotion can be experienced physically, cause physiological changes, influence thinking, guide future action. So these are all the very important things, how emotions will be experienced through physicality. That means physically we will show sometimes through our expressions, and also some physiological changes also occurs because of which, and it also influences our thinking. These emotions influence our thinking. So they will guide for our future action. These emotive behaviors will guide for our future actions, which should be better. EFT helps people both accept and change their personal emotion schemes. Because of this therapy, what happens? People will accept both the changes in them personally. That is very, very important. So we will continue this reality counseling, the fourth one, last term, in the next video. Please do, if you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.